I would say that the hardest thing about living with type 1 would have to be other people.
People think you can do less of what other kids do. I tell them, you're wrong. I can do what I want when I want. Hey, don't go light on me just because I'm diabetic.
Some days I get really, really frustrated and I just want to be a normal kid.
There was a moment where he said, "This is going to be every day, isn't it?" And I remember thinking, how do you tell your 6-year-old there's not a day off? That was a very difficult time for all of us.
I think it really helps with your care to have your own personal philosophy about it. I like to look at diabetes as a game. It helps me feel like, well, if I mess up today, it's okay because tomorrow's a whole new day. But either way, you're gonna try and get the best out of diabetes because it's very challenging and it's a battle that you have to be ready for.
That's a funky looking shit. Okay, everybody ready?
One of the things you struggle with as parents as you watch your children grow up is how do you pull back? How do you let them be independent?
One of the big things that you worry about, are they going to do what they need to do? And you slowly have to let go for his sake and have faith that he's going to handle it because we've given him all of the right tools that he needs to be successful. It's just up to him now to travel down that road.
It's been amazing to watch Jada caring for her brother.
Let's go down the slide.
What she took on, wanting to learn, wanting to feel what he was feeling, even though she's only 6, has brought about such compassion.
I saw a leaf.
It's bittersweet, you know, because they've learned so much because of diabetes. But you're also sad that they should ever have to understand it. But you can't help but be proud that they do what they do.
There were moments where I was exhausted and stressed out, and my husband was able to be very logical. And then there was times where he was up for several nights and he was exhausted and I was more rested. So
I think it's important that no matter what, as parents, we take time for ourselves too. Because we can get so wrapped up in taking care of our children that we tend to lose focus on our relationship, and that's when marriages suffer.
when people say, "Oh, we didn't know your child had diabetes," to me that means that it's not his first thought. That makes me very optimistic about what his future holds.
I've been lucky to meet 2 people with type 1 diabetes who climbed to the top of Mount Everest. And if you can stand on top of the world with type 1 diabetes, you can have a life that's incredibly rich. That's the message. That's the takeaway.